Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Seth, and today is April 22nd. I'm like 3 months and a week on T today. Um, so, something that I want to discuss is all the changes that I haven't talked about in a really long time. And then also my current situation with housing and finally living as stealth, but dealing with financial and adult burdens such as renting and a lease and not wanting a landlord to know my history. So yeah, I'll jump in with that, I guess. Um, I wasn't able to secure housing on campus because they're tearing some of it down this year, so there's less space, and we had a very large class. So they're forcing me into the dorms, which I don't want to live in again. Like it's a bad look for a junior on my campus to live in a dorm, and it's I don't know, just not conducive to that social environment that you should have as a junior because you're in a single bedroom. So, yeah, I really want to move off campus, and nobody really lives off campus. You know, it's like a small town. Um, Everything happens on the campus, so kind of sucks. But um, in doing so, that's my only option. So I'm searching on trying to find houses, and I called a couple landlords, and I just feel like I'm way more confident with my voice. I'm way more confident asking questions and being very upfront. I'm less shy when I go to speak to, adult males for some reason. I just feel like there tends to be a little bit more respect going on there. And um, the interesting thing about housing is just that, like, one of the landlords called me back and he was like, oh, I'd love to have a guy live in this house. I've had girls there and they're so messy. Um, when my cleaning lady comes by, like, I'd love it if, I could have men living there for once. And I was like, oh, haha, yeah. And then when I went to visit the house, he made all these sexist comments because I came with a bunch of girls who were going to live with me. And they were, like, peeking around and looking at every little thing. And I'd done that, but I hadn't done it um, in front of him because I'd, like, walked through the house and, like, looked at all the outlets and stuff. And they just happened to do it in front of him. So he, like, made this sexist joke about, you know, genders being different in the way they look at houses and stuff. And I'm just laughing at myself because I'm like, haha, you know, the man banter that was happening between us was highly amusing, um, and different to get used to. So, yeah, and he just like knows me as Seth, and like a lot of the stuff that he was saying, he just like we are the main contact. Like I'm the one who contacted him first, so like I'm the one out of the group who's probably gonna like deal with all the lease stuff, and he trusts me and contacts me when he wants to talk about anything with the house. So issue comes when we talk about the lease and payment. I'm really freaking out now because I don't want this guy to know that, I'm trans. I would love to live stealth. I'd love to live on this property and have him not know, but I don't know if I need to put my birth name on paperwork. I mean, obviously it's paperwork, so if you're signing anything, it can't be fraud. It's got to be the truth. And yet, I think that, like, I don't know if anyone has experience with this. Like, if I'm just giving him a check every month, maybe I can do that through my other three housemates. Like, I can give them um, money and they pay that money in their name. Or, like I pay them every month and they pay him every month my money. Or in like a bulk check. Or my parents, I have them do it. So it comes from their name, my mom's name or my dad's name on the check to so and so. Also, like, a check may not have to have my name on it at all. So I'm trying to work around giving my birth name away and just having it be Seth because I think that I'm a little nervous about transphobia, and I'm a little nervous that it would affect the possibility of having a house. And I don't think that anybody's that transphobic and would be like, no, but I do think that it would make it awkward if, he didn't feel comfortable with it, and he lives in the lower tenant area of the house and the rest is our house. So um, yeah, it's just becoming clear to me that there's things like that I now need to be concerned about. And then for regular housing, if I want to live on campus, I'm going to change my gender marker this summer, hopefully. But I'm applying for housing now, just in case I can't get this off-campus house. And we have a gender neutral floor that I can move into, but I kind of want to move in next to friends because I'll be a junior. And if I apply for that, they're all female suites. It's done by gender if you don't live in the gender neutral area. So like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. So I'm concerned about not either being kicked out of a female suite when I change my gender marker, or um, not being able to secure housing in general, because I'd have to live in the gender neutral hall, and that drawing for that already happened, but they didn't let me know, and I don't know. It's very complicated and stressful, and it finally has to do with being stealth and being passing in public, which is crazy to me because like I didn't have these issues before, and they're not really issues because they're coming off of such a positive thing, aka me passing and my voice sounding great, and yeah, so it's like positive and like I'm making it sound negative, but a lot of it's like it just comes with the change. So yeah, other than that, physical changes, some muscle mass. I'm definitely gaining stuff here. My thighs are so hairy. The inside of them is starting to get hair now. If you look at my arm, I used to only have like light dark hair on the outside, and now I have like a whole strip of hair growing in here. Some knuckle hair. My chest is kind of getting like light but patches of light hair. And then my happy trail has just like expanded. It used to be like a tiny little strip, and now it's like growing outward. For some reason I'm getting hair here, and I know that's not really male pattern, so I'm not really sure why, but hair in general, like these have definitely gotten thicker. I've been shaving every 4 days because this grows in. I can see like the occasional 1, 2, or 3, and I just nick them. I don't have any kind of like chin hair yet, or neck hair, which is nice because I heard that's the most obnoxious part about facial hair from my guy friends. Campus socialization is going really well. I feel much more accepted by my male friends, and I'm actually, vibing with them a lot better than sometimes I need my man time because I'm friends with girls and I'm around girls all day. And it's not like my communication style has changed, but they dwell and emotionally vent a lot. And for some reason, I'm like kind of yearning for like not that. And I know that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's me, just having been friends with them for a while, but I do feel like sometimes I just, even with housing, like I'm trying to get a house with these girls, and I feel like I'm like to the point, like what do we need to do? Let's do it now. I'm gonna go do it. Da 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 da. And they're like emotionally dwelling in like the frustration of housing and the drama with other people who want to move in with us and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, let's look at a house. Let's look at a lease. Let's look at this now. What's our best option? What are the logistics? Where's the closest bus? Where's the car? Where's the parking lot? Like I don't dwell in it as much, and that's so good for me because I feel like I'm focused and I'm getting stuff done. But at the same time, like I'm sad because my guy friends are going to be leaving and going abroad next fall, and I'm moving into a house with all girls, and yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I'd never lose my best friends, my girlfriends, but it's funny that I kind of crave that like hangout time with guys a lot more and enjoy it. So it's nice to feel my male socialization kicking in and feeling comfortable, because at the beginning I just like sized myself up against every guy. And last night I was with a bunch of guys, and we were playing games, and I just didn't feel like, oh shit, have they noticed my voice? Oh god, do they care how small I am? Am I, too puny? Do I look like I'm 12? Like all those worries that I used to have, I think a little bit of confidence has appeared in me, and my self-esteem, which was completely shot when I started T because I was coming into this new world of socializing, has kind of come back up a little bit. And I think that confidence, people can read it when I communicate, and they just go with it. If I think when I started T, I was so hesitant, and I like had a different energy when guys went into the room, and I felt like I needed to be like careful of everything I did and moved, and now I don't feel like I'm doing that as much, and I think that people are also reading that, and guys don't seem to like be staring at me or anything, which is, in the past they would like not talk to me or talk around me or whatever. So yeah, everything's going well, and